Great to see you back, and if you're new, welcome to our channel. Join us as we finish our downwind sail to Spurn Point, anchor for the night and then head off to Scarborough. Remember to subscribe, give us a like and share.
Well, the skipper has just prepared my lunch and I am in awe. What a fantastic lunch. It's because we're having such a fantastic day, I think. The winds are quite light and we do need to make progress. But having said that, although we're motoring only gently to keep our speed up, we are mainly sailing, so we're motor sailing. But we're doing my favourite thing. We've got the cruising chute out. Ooh, God, it's like a nemesis, this thing. We always worry about getting it out. We don't get enough practice. So we're really pleased today to have had the time and the sea space actually to get it out, get it up, fly it successfully. And now we are having a lovely trip. The sun is shining and it's a beautiful day. And the skipper's just surpassed himself. What a lunch he has prepared.
Nothing but the very best.
I think you deserve a ta-da!
Ta-da! We're just making our way towards the Humber and we came across this. We think it's probably one of the new sailing cargo ships which uses, they call them wing sails or something like that. So there we are. If you, answers on a postcard, please, if you know what it is.
We are in the Humber. We're just entering it. We've come through the control of the VTS system and we're being told that we can cross the channel to the north, so we're part of the way across the channel and we're heading here towards Spurn Head. You can see the lighthouse there. Apparently in here is a little anchorage, and in the conditions we've got it's supposed to be quite good, so we're going to go and try it, and if it looks all right we'll stay the night. If we don't like the look of it, we're going to head up to Grimsby and lock in. But it's not that far to Grimsby, is it, from here?
It's not short, probably 10 miles.
10 miles, so about an hour and a half.
Yeah, something like that.
And we've got lots of time, haven't we, because the locks aren't open till later, so...
It's open at 10 to 8.
10 to 8.
We've got a very short window because it's a high tide, so they've got to close the lock at an hour before high water.
Okay, right. Well, better get on with it then. We are anchored up. Here is Spurn Point. Spin around a bit, you can see the lighthouse there. This bay does actually dry out a long way. The tide is flooding in at the moment. We were here all on our own until about 5 minutes ago. This boat's just rocked up. They've not even anchored yet, just in process. Really low lying land around here. You can barely see it on the horizon. Very hazy. Weather forecast is still looking fantastic for Scarborough tomorrow, so one night here and then off we go. It is a very nice setting and currently very calm and very nice. So the skipper is planning tomorrow's passage. We've eaten, and outside as I come up, the sun is just setting. There's a bit right there, we go. Just needed to adjust for the light. Look at that. So we're up this morning, we're breakfasted, anchor balls down, engines running, we're ready to depart. And Alan has contacted the VTS system and they said we just have to radio before we want to go. We've just got to pop round Spurn Head and then we're out of the system, and that's literally a few hundred metres that way, so it shouldn't take us very long. And we're on our way to Scarborough. Another beautiful day, so fingers crossed we might get a sail.
We're just making our way to Scarborough, and we're coming around this headland. This is Flamborough Head. It's a very attractive head in the low, slightly setting sun. Beautiful, lovely lighthouse on top, looking very impressive. This is Bridlington Bay.
So we've got just under 10 miles to go, doing about 4.6 knots over the ground. We've had to slow down. We're going to get there too quick and we won't be able to get into Scarborough entrance. This is what we can see of Filey Bay. As you can see, not a lot. Shrouded in mist. The land has definitely got a fog. We're fine. It's beautiful out here. Lovely and warm. Wind's dropped off to nothing. It's gone variable. And we're just on our last couple of hours in, really. Making sure we don't get there before 7. Otherwise, there's not enough water for us to sail into the marina. That would be hanging around outside, which is never easy, so we just slow down. I've been busy preparing food. This is tonight's tea. We're going to be having a stir fry, and all you can smell in here is this amazing gingery smell. Yum. Well, we are here in Scarborough Harbour. Scarborough Harbour. That all came out as one. It's quite nice. We've been out this morning, done a few chores. But at the moment, the foghorn's sounding. That's where we came in yesterday. And basically, you can't see anything out there because it's foggy. And I think the lighthouse has a foghorn and it's blaring away. There it is. So I don't think we're going to go anywhere in this piece hooper. We've just been out to get some shopping and some diesel, and we're now spoiling ourselves with this lovely view and a bit of tea, coffee and cake. We're in a nice little cafe that's on our way back from the shops. It's really sunny. It's meant to be what? The hottest day of the year today in September in places. How bizarre is that? So we're looking at the seafront. This is Scarborough seafront. We came in over there. We're moored over there near the lighthouse. It's a lovely sea bay. Very misty today, but quite a nice sandy beach. Lots of Victorian architecture and a castle on the hill. It's a shame really about all the amusement arcades and the day glow lights at night, but the rest of it's lovely. So we've got up this morning and headed out of the marina. We're walking along a sort of promenade called Marine Drive, and it goes up north. This is it, but it's next to the road, so it's a little noisy. But it's quite a nice walk, and we're going round into the next bay.
This is Freddie Gilroy. He was a soldier from around here, and he was part of the, I think it was the 11th Armoured Division that went into Belsen, took the surrender of Belsen in 1945, and he came from Scarborough. So this statue commemorates his life and his link to the town. Beautiful sculpture. We're in Peasholm Park in Scarborough. Very, very pretty park. This is just on the very ornate Victorian bridge. And there's I assume it's a river, maybe it's a lake. But really beautiful morning for a walk through the park.
We've been looking at some new boats. We do not want to be disloyal to Seagull, but we have been out on one and we've done a bit of a road test. It's called the Dragon 2000. She handles, a bit rough. She goes to starboard quite a lot, even though she should go to port as well. She's hard going, she needs some improvements. Maybe a fridge would be nice. sails maybe, but as a basic model, not bad.
How about an inboard?
An inboard, yeah, at least an inboard, I think you're right, because the pedalling would get you down after a little while, wouldn't it?
Radar,
GPS and radar. I'm not sure where we're going to put it. A bed would be nice, yeah. Maybe in the middle. So we're having a little walk along the beach. Look at these beautiful, brightly coloured beach huts. You can rent them for the day, you can buy one. Apparently they're about £60,000 to buy. Or you can just rent it. You can have one for about 240 quid a week out of season, 300 quid a week in season. And you get this beautiful sandy beach. View of the castle up on the hill. And this beautiful sea. I suspect there's a better view when there's no fog banks in, like today. So we're in Scarborough and we're going to give the Victorian tramway to town a go. There's Alan. Apparently, we pay at the top. We're going to go in this old railway. Beautiful old Victorian.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's going to be a lot easier than walking up the steps. It's quite quick, isn't it? You can just see the vernacular railway in the background and these beautiful Victorian lampposts, fish at the bottom. There is lots of lovely Victorian influence here. The bits that let it down really are the modern bits. Here we are walking through the St Nicholas Gardens. And you can see, not a lot in the background, but that's the harbour behind. And all we can hear is the foghorn. We can't actually see it. But the beach is there. Look at this. This is like every sailor's complete nightmare. All of this rope, all of these pots. And there are just pots everywhere. There are pots all the way into the harbour. How many pots did we see, do you think, coming over?
I don't know, but we were told 2,500 per boat. And there's multiple boats in here that obviously do lobster.
And I said, on the way over, I think I must have seen 1,000 pots. And then laughed and said I couldn't have.
but what the guy said was last night that each marker has 25 pots. So if you saw hundreds of markers, which you did,
yeah,
got to multiply that by 25.
By 25. So many pots. And they've gotten to the point where there's these plastic homemade pots as well. They're not even just the normal lobster pots.
They must be on a string, mustn't they?
Yeah, they must just be, I don't know, they must just weight them all down. Never ever seen so many. Apparently this is a huge lobster and shellfish.
The UK Centre for Lobster and Crab.
UK Centre, just... There are so many pots out there we can't even begin to describe. On our next trip, if it's not as foggy as it is today, we might try and film so you can see just how many there are, but there are so many pots. So, having said how many pots there are, we're a little bit conflicted because we also love our lobster and we love our crab. So what can you do? We are just making our way over to the lighthouse. This has got the yacht club in. Apparently when the flag is flying, the bar is open. So we're going to go and take a look. But while we're here, This is what we can see of Scarborough town. We'll have to show you this when the fog's not here. We haven't been sailing because of this fog, it's so thick. So this morning when we woke up, the fog is still really thick, so we came here to have a look at the Scarborough Spa. It's a main theatre, it's a heritage day, but this is what we can see, which is absolutely nothing. It's just loads and loads of fog. If I come in quite close, you'll see the bit of beach down here. There you go. So that's out to sea, which is why we are not sailing today. But this building is beautiful. So this is the main entrance. It's a heritage day, so they're allowing you to look round. So the theatre's got beautiful Victorian architecture, bits of lovely stone. And this is the main theatre. It seems like they've got lovely balconies. Just lots of original features. This is lovely. So if we carry on outside, they've got this lovely sort of verandahed frontage to the building. I think the skipper's gone this way. Oh, there he is, I can see him. And it seems that they've got this old traditional sort of area for outdoor entertainment. See if we can show you that. So there is this sort of fronted Victorian outdoor entertainment stage and seating area. It's full of big glass windows.
This was added later on.
So they can see the sea. So we're taking another Victorian cliff lift up to the top so we can explore the gardens. There we go.
Well, it did say in the newspapers this morning.
Apparently these are the Italian gardens, not that we can see them, but we're going to walk down through them. And that's out to sea in the fog.
Talking about talking about here.
So we've come to the top of the cliff and we're going to the Italian garden. 6 minutes in this direction. There we go. This is the rose garden. It smells quite nice in here. Lots of lovely seats. We're making our way to the Italian garden. Alan loves a scented rose and they smell beautiful. Here we are, arriving at the Italian gardens. People cycling through the park. It's a beautiful restoration project, this. Lots of local volunteers involved for the whole park to get it up and usable to modern uses with some heritage features. Beautiful place. Let's just have a quick look. 1914, lovely seating area. Oh, look at the view. I bet you can't see as much as me. It's very pretty, very peaceful. I don't know if you can see him, but there's a squirrel running around in here. He's just down at the bottom of the steps. There's an art class running. Fantastic. There's the squirrel. What a lovely, lovely place to explore. Oh, I think I might be upsetting him, I don't know. Don't run up my legs. No, I don't have anything for you. Look at these beautiful plants. It's just super. There's the skipper looking at this lovely statue. It's on a water feature in the middle. Apparently it attracts lots of frogs and toads. Really nice. Oh yeah, dragonfly there. Just lovely. Look at this. So here we are, heading down the sort of cliffside gardens, and below us is a big sort of circle. It's a big star map that you can use and it's got the positions of the stars in the sky, and there's different dates on it so you know where to stand. If you stand there at midnight, it gives you the exact location, if you face north, of the stars at that time of year. What a lovely idea. So we're just going to go and have a look. We're back down on the seafront, having come through the gardens, watching the waves roll in. The fog has cleared a bit. You can sort of see the Spa Theatre over there where we started, and then we walked along a bit and went up in the railway, the funicular railway. There's Alan, and this is the star map. It's actually a really nice reclaimed garden. They're still working on it, but really worth it. Really nice place to walk around, get the Victorian feels. We didn't know that both bays had these beautiful beach huts. But we're going to head up here, the clock tower. There's a cafe we're going to go and check out. So we've stopped to have some lunch. Cheers. Nice morning out.
Thanks for watching, and remember you can support our channel by subscribing, liking and sharing our videos. Just click on the logo.